every tribe has different approach to doing business. And I wouldn't want to stereotype the way one group do business compared to the others. It's your management. If you are working to eat. But if you are doing business to be rich. Mm-hmm. And you look at it worldwide. If you have any salary, you are the liberty of your employer. But if you have a business, you are making a living and creating wealth for yourself.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you.
My name is Haysilver Ọmọ Ìyá Ológì. So what's your name, sir?
My name is Professor Mashood of the Geology Department, University of Ibadan.
Okay. So I have a very important question for you about Nigeria, sir.
Of course, whatever it is, so is either yes or no.
What state in Nigeria have you been to, apart from the southwest?
I've been to almost every region of Nigeria. I'm a geologist and I've worked around the country. So there's no any part of the country I've not been to. And if you count it out of 36 states, I think I would say I've been to more than 20, if not close to 30, at least. But in terms of the region, I've visited every region. I may not have visited every state, but at least I've visited every region.
So do you have any connection with tribes in Nigeria, apart from Yoruba? So do you have any
Of course, once I said I travel around, so definitely I have connections. And as geologists, you move around, you make friends in every place you go during the course of your work. So if you talk of the southeast, you are talking of from Cross River down to Ebonyi, down to Enugu, down up to Nasarawa State, up to Benue State. These are areas of my work that I've done with. There's area we call Benue Trough, so that is moved from the southeast down to the middle belts across that area. So there's no. And apart from that, other work I've taken us as far as going to Zamfara, going to Kebbi State, Kaduna State, we worked as a geologist. So once I said I'm a geologist, you know that one will have moved around extensively, and not just a geologist. As a professor of geology, I've walked around. I have seen a lot of works that we are doing around, not only limited to Southwest, but I've been to different parts of the countries, I would say.
What have you learned about the Hausa people? Yeah, basically, Hausa people or Igbo people, and specifically there are some other tribes that are not really common in Nigeria that I would like to talk about. So, but let's start with the Hausa people. What have you learned about them?
You see, for me, I will avoid stereotyping different groups. And so every group have their own cultural identity, have their own what I can call regional setting that determine their behavior. So it would be wrong to stereotype whether one group is better than the other. So all what I can say is that humanities is what defines everybody. So whether you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you are from the north, you are from the south, once you live by the principle of humanity, I think that will be the best thing for every part of the country and everybody living in Nigeria. So I will not say I have any bad experience with Hausa. I'm also being a Muslim. Of course, I'll be at home when I'm in the northern part of the country. So for me, I don't have any negative experience.
So if you have to allow your daughter, son, marry anybody from any part of Nigeria apart from Yoruba people, which tribe would you actually give that?
I can't say. I will not say he or she. I mean, he or she, if it's a male, if it's a female, on any of my children can decide to go to where they are. So the world is modern now. So it's not the era where you can dictate to your children what to do. As long as they can go and flow along. So I have no problem about that. I cannot say I'll prefer this or prefer that. Is the person human being? Is he reasonable? Does he uphold the principle of humanity? That is what is important. So they will live their life. I will live with them. So I cannot force them to do otherwise. You can only give advice.
Yes. People have towards like a stereotype, misunderstanding.
I wouldn't say whether there is any misunderstanding, but all what I know is that Yoruba people serve interest in what they say, what is Omaluabi. And I think that is what Yoruba principle stands for. Everywhere you want to show that you are an Omaluabi, you you must portray the principle that shows that you are a reasonable human being. And that is what Yoruba stand for. So, of course, everybody, Yoruba is hardworking, intelligent. So, but the principle of being Omoluabi, showing that good character, is one of the things that I know any Yoruba can stand for.
Yoruba, being a Yoruba man, can you tell us 3 proverbs in Yoruba?
3 proverbs. I'm a Yoruba man, so there are different proverbs. So you see, one thing I also want to say about proverbs at times is that most of the proverbs in Yoruba land are, I always tell many of my people, it's like you have an hypothesis, and you are proving that hypothesis to be right. For example, now Yoruba will say, "Iṣẹ́ ọmọ aláṣẹ jẹ, òwò ọmọ aláṣẹ là."
And what's the meaning?
So, iṣẹ́ ọmọ aláṣẹ jẹ, if you are working to eat. But if you are doing business, you are doing business to be rich. And you look at it worldwide. If you have any salary, you are the liberty of your employer. But if you have a business, you are making a living and creating wealth for yourself. So, I mean, Yoruba, they always will have that deep interpretation. And they must have proven it right that those who are working, if you are working, you're collecting salary or working on a daily pay, you are eating. So you live, yes, you are living. But if you are doing business, I say, oh, so you use it to break through. Because at the end of the day, you create employment, you make money, you become well, when you are doing that. But if you are working, you have your monthly salary is already predetermined. Your daily work is already predetermined. So that's why the principle also is that nowadays there is all this play that look, don't focus on one source of income. So the other way is just to learn skill and start creating business. And that is where you can break even. Not many people break even just collecting monthly salary or collecting daily pay from somewhere. You need to reinvest and do business. So that's just the implication of that proverb.
That particular proverb makes me ask one particular question. Sorry, even though I've said the last question I was supposed to ask. So people have been saying that people are very, very industrious, people are hardworking. And Yoruba used to claim that they are more hardworking than any other tribe in Nigeria.
Everybody have different, every tribe has different approach to doing business. And I wouldn't want to stereotype the way one group do business compared to the others. So from the East, well, my experience from the East, I think business is business. Business is business. Yes. I don't want to say more than that. But in other parts, business may have some level of morality. So when you people that say business is business and everything goes in business, and that is the aspect I want us to look at it. So I don't want to say more than that, so that it won't be as if one is stereotyping.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.